Good evening and welcome to TVM News Marywood University. It's Tuesday, April 21st. I'm Esperanza Gutierrez.
And I'm Patrick Kernan. Marywood's Bayleaf magazine is looking for writers and artists. The magazine focuses on literary and visual arts from students and is currently looking for 15 of each type for the latest issue. Submissions are due in by May 1st, so make sure to get your submission in to get a chance at a spot. Check the English department's page on the university's website for submission guidelines, and then submit your work to mubayleaf@gmail.com.
Marywood University's annual mini carnival for children, Kid Stuff 2015, will be held this Saturday, April 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Latour Room and Fireplace Lounge in the Nazareth Student Center. Students, faculty, and staff of Marywood should have received an email containing the registration forms, and they can return it to campus ministry by April 20th. Free t-shirts and food will be provided. For any questions, you can email kidstuff@m.marywood.edu.
A luau will be held on campus to benefit a University Honor Society. Pauhana Luau will be held this Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. on the art field. The event will feature a DJ, a bonfire, and Italian ice from Rita's, and will benefit the Sai Chi Honor Society. Tickets are $5 in advance or $7 at the event. Tickets can be bought this week at McGowan during lunch hours or at Nazareth Hall during dinner hours.
There are currently vacant positions for students interested in applying for the 2015 Student Government Cabinet. Vacant positions include Class of 2017 Senator, Athletics Representative, Campus Ministry Representative, Munley College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Representative, Security Representative, Student Activities Representative, and University Services Representative. Applications to apply are available in the Student Activities Office and can also be found on the Marywood homepage. Elections will be held this coming September.
This Sunday, April 26th, students who receive scholarships will be able to meet with their donors at the annual scholarship luncheon. The event begins at 10:30 a.m. with Mass in the Marian Chapel. From there, a reception will take place at 11:30 in the Fireplace Lounge, followed by lunch at noon in the Latour Room. Students who wish to attend should register for the event either by calling 570-961-4540 or by visiting alumni2.marywood.edu/scholarship15.
Release the Light event will be held this Thursday, April 23rd from 2 to 5 p.m. in the Art Field. The event is presented by Marywood's Counseling and Student Development Center and Relationship and Power. Speakers will voice their own messages of their own experience of sexual violence and working towards ending it. Live bands, free snacks, desserts, a drumming circle, a bouncy house, crafts, and field activities will be available for any student. A Let Your Feet Speak campus march will be held at 4:30 p.m. You can check out It's On Us campaign that members of the Marywood community participated in this fall semester.
Marywood's Improv Beyond group held their spring show on Friday. TVM's Rachel Looker has more on the story.
I'm Rachel Looker, and I'm here at the Improv Beyond show. The audience really enjoyed the show tonight. All of the performers did an amazing job improvising.
The show is our founder, Dan Hoy's last show. This will be his last performance with Improv Beyond, so it's pretty special. So it's going to be a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say a few words about this man right here, Dan Hoy.
It's a lot of mixed feelings. I'm very excited for the good show we had, but being my last show, I can't even explain it. I do get emotional about it, and I'm going to miss it a lot.
Energy was high on Friday night for both the performers and the audience. The Black Box Theater in the Set La Vergetta Center was packed by the time the show started at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, it was hilarious. I literally couldn't stop laughing the entire time.
These cast members, I've known them, some of them for 3 or 4 years, so it was great to see them come out, some of them for their final show.
I wish the best for this group. They're a great group of people. There's a lot of big upcomers. They have a lot of talent, and they're always going to be entertaining, so best of luck to them.
For TVM News, I'm Rachel Looker.
Let's toss it over to Mackenzie Kernow for the inside scoop on what's happening with student activities.
Thanks, Pat. Calling all free spirits, the Student Activities crew is hosting the Bohemian Bazaar on Thursday, April 23rd from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the Latour Room. There will be festive activities such as a do-it-yourself tie-dye station and henna tattoos. The henna tattoo artists will begin at 8 p.m. There will also be cultural foods to munch on, such as hummus and guacamole. Don't miss out on this free and creative event.
So the creative event, we should definitely go to that.
I mean, say guaguacamole and I'm there.
Yeah,
Tattoos,
definitely all about that food.
Tie-dye,
But
Food.
guacamole.
food,
Yeah.
food.
So food.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay. Well, up next is Francelis with this week's spring forecast. Stay tuned after this short break.
Any questions?
No.
You know.
We're not magicians, we can't read your mind.
We need your questions, each and every kind.
What are the side effects, doctor, doctor?
How many times have you done this before?
Questions are the answer.
Will this react with my other medicine?
Hey, what are all these tests even for?
You have the power to say what's on your mind.
We need your questions, each and every kind.
Questions are the answer.
Questions are the answer.
Here's Francelis with the weather.
Happy spring, Marywood. I hope you've enjoyed the beautiful weekend because the weather this week won't be as nice. Tonight will be cloudy with a low of 40. Tomorrow will also be cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 38. Thursday will be cloudy with some rain showers. It will also be a high of 53 and a low of 33. Friday will be cloudy with a high of 54 and a low of 32. We will be seeing the sun this weekend. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 56 and a low of 37. Sunday will also be sunny with a high of 55 and a low of 35. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Francelis. Up next is Cameron with an in-depth look at sports in Cameron's Corner. Stay tuned after this short break.
Listen up, Energy Hogs. We got a real porker of a house here. Get in there and waste some energy.
There's no insulation, boss. It's hog heaven.
Leaky windows, too. This is gonna be a breeze. Perfect. Go wild and waste some wattage.
Time to tan. Oh, there's hot water for just one pair of pants. My kind of place. Wow, this thing's so old it's gonna take me hours to get dry.
Keep wasting. They'll never know what hit them till they get the energy bill.
What the? Boss, they're home, and they've got energy-efficient bulbs. Ah!
You've got the power to get rid of energy hogs. You can help your parents add insulation, put in Energy Star appliances, and lots of other things to make your home hog-free. Find out how at energyhog.org and play fun games, too.
Oh, retreat! Retreat!
Go to energyhog.org and get the energy hogs out of your home.
Hey, wait for me!
Welcome back, everyone. Here's Cameron with Cameron's Corner.
The NHL draft lottery has never disappointed, or at least that's what any Edmonton Oilers fan will tell you. This past Saturday, the Oilers somehow once again won the lottery to take the number 1 draft pick spot for the NHL draft on June 26th. In the past 6 years, the Oilers have somehow managed to get the first overall pick 4 times. But somehow, they still seem to find a way to end up at the bottom of the league table each year, allowing them to draft the most elite NHL prospects. Although this year could finally change their luck with a once-in-a-generation player on the table. That player in most people's minds is Connor McDavid, who most say has the chance to be just as good, if not better, than Sidney Crosby. Some do think that Jack Eichel could be chosen before McDavid, though that most likely will not happen from any smart team. Of course, we won't find out what actually happens until the draft rolls around and the Oilers walk up to the stand with the league's worst record holder in the Buffalo Sabres waiting to pick second. Seeing as I am a Sabres fan, I am very happy at the thought of a player like Eichel coming to town. But like many others around the league, I'm sure I won't be alone in hoping that McDavid somehow falls into our laps. Wish me luck. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Cameron. Up next is Nick and Tom with sports. Stay tuned after this short break.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Oh, it's gone. Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available? Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
Just been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo. Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg. I use a wheelchair. It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you. Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
Welcome back. Here are Tom and Nick with sports.
Thank you very much, Pat. The MLB is seeing some new teams rise in their power rankings early on this season. As we start our third week of baseball for the year, we see the Detroit Tigers and Kansas City Royals topping all the major lists. Detroit has some major firepower offensively, and they seem to produce runs like it's nothing. Big-time hitters like Miguel Cabrera, Yoenis Cespedes, and Ian Kinsler have at least 15 hits already this season and are all batting at least 300. In the same division, we have Kansas City. Players like Lorenzo Cain and Salvador Perez are carrying KC with superb run output. Both players have over 10 RBIs in the first 2 weeks of the season. Relief pitchers Wade Davis and Greg Holland have combined for 6 saves, 10 Ks, and 2 walks so far in the season. So there's a lot of teams that are making a big splash early in the season, Tom.
Yeah, it seems like the Tigers definitely making a big one, so are the Royals. But what me and you are happy about is that our Mets are in 6th.
Yeah, no, they're doing really well this season. 8 straight wins so far. And the 1-2 punch of Matt Harvey and Jacob deGrom is really intimidating for any team in the league.
Yeah, we really have been taking it to the teams in our conference, and we're number 1, so hopefully we can keep the momentum up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping.
It was a shortened game week this past weekend in the Barker's Premier League, as only 7 games were played instead of the usual 10. The 6 teams that did not play were Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Sunderland, Hull City, and Queen's Park Rangers. These all due to extra games already have been played, and the FA Cup, a tournament in England, which all teams from 4 divisions compete, is still underway. The most important match this past weekend was the game between first place Chelsea and third place Manchester United. If there was ever a major opportunity for any team of the top teams in the table to cut down Chelsea's lead, it was this. The Manchester Red Devils were undefeated since February 21st, winning 6 straight games and being in much better form than Chelsea were. As many teams and fans were hoping for Chelsea to lose, it was Eden Hazard that scored the goal for Chelsea and led the Blues to a 1-0 victory. The statistics show that Man U had 65% possession, 15 shots, but only 2 on target, and 7 corners as opposed to Chelsea's 35% possession, 7 shots with 2 on target and 3 corners, less than half of United's. The league leaders are now 10 points clear of second place Arsenal, and with now only 5 game weeks left to go, things seem to be settled well for Chelsea. Well, we've talked about this before in the past, and it seems like I was wrong, you were right. Chelsea kept it up, Arsenal are, but not as much.
Well, it's pretty clear that they were the best team in the league, and it's pretty clear, even for somebody who's not like the biggest soccer savant, to tell that they are a little bit better than the competition.
Yeah, they've had a great run for the whole year. They really had their peak in the beginning of the season, and I think that's what won it for them. If they lose it now, it'll be a miracle for them to lose this.
That's true. Pretty solid lead with his short time left in the season. Moving on to Marywood sports now. Marywood's lacrosse team has locked in their number 2 seed for the CSAC playoffs this year. The team was on an 8-game winning streak before finally dropping a game to number 16 Cabrini, 16-2. The Cavaliers ended a 12-minute scoreless drought to score 11 consecutive goals on the Pacers. Some highlights for the Pacers in the loss, however. Dylan Swope scored a man-down goal in the game with an assist from Scott Slater. On the defensive side, goalie Joe McGargle stopped 12 shots and allowed 13 goals in 52 minutes of playing time. With their win, Cabrini secures the home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and Marywood has to wait on the results of Gwinnett Mercy and Newman University's match today. If Gwinnett Mercy wins, the Pacers will host the Griffins for the 2nd straight year in the CSAC tournament. Pretty good seeding for the Pacers this year in the tournament. It sucks they lost to Cabrini, though.
Yeah, we always have for men's lacrosse, we always have a good seed. But, I mean, we do know Cabrini is one of the top of the nation. It's unfortunate. I know the men's lacrosse team was confident going into the game because Cabrini had a close match with, I think it was Gwinnett Mercy. I think they had a close match, only beat him like 5-4, I think.
Wow.
And the Pacers had beaten, I forgot who it was. think it was Newman that they beat, and now they were confident about the Cabrini game, but obviously the results didn't show.
Yeah, Cabrini really put a hurt on him offensively. I mean, the goalie did his best. Obviously, he played a lot of time, so it's definitely difficult. But, I think the Pacers can look past that, and they got a number 2 seed. It's a really good seeding in the tournament, so I think that they can hope to see them again in the finals.
Winning the championship where it counts, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It is now the 8th consecutive year that the Marywood softball team has clinched a spot for the CSAC playoffs. This came to be as they swept 7th place Keystone College with 2 wins this past Sunday, with scores of 6-0 and 9-6. The playoffs could prove to be difficult for the Lady Pacers, as prior to these vital wins, a pair of 2-game series were played, one on Friday and one on Saturday. Friday was against 2nd place Cabrini College, who defeated Marywood both games with scores of 11-3 and 9-0. Saturday was against 8th place Cedar Crest College, whom still have an opportunity to make the playoffs, split the 2 games with the Pacers. Marywood would win the first game in a close 2-1 victory, but then surprisingly lose the second game 11-2. With a 14-13 overall record and a 13-5 CSAC record, we look forward to the playoffs for the softball team. It's actually, like I said, it was surprising that they won and then lost to the 8th place.
Yeah, well, it's difficult in baseball and softball because a pitcher could have a bad day, a fielder can make an unfortunate error. So these one-time losses in baseball and softball don't necessarily mean too much. I think that if they play them in the playoffs, it could be an easy win for them.
I think they have no problem with Cedar Crest College, but with Cabrini on the other hand, those 2 losses were pretty eye-opening, significant.
Pretty decisive wins, that's for sure. Hoping that they do better in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, Cabrini's only the number 3 seed, one above us, but I can only wonder how well Newman would do.
I think we can play them closer in the playoffs. We certainly have shown that offensive output is better than 9-0 and 11-2.
True, so. And these teams were good last year, but we still won the CSAC playoffs, didn't we?
We did.
Thank you all for tuning in. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nick and Tom. Coming up next after this short break is the latest Hollywood news with Juliet. Stay tuned.
Hey! What is your problem, man?
You're welcome.
What the heck is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Don't give me that! All right, what's going on here, fellas?
The missile was about to hit the school. I just acted as fast as I could.
That doesn't change the fact that I don't have a car anymore. Who just throws a person's car at a missile?
You're serious?
Yeah, who's gonna pay for my car?
I guess I could.
Do you even have a real job?
Yes.
Do you have insurance?
I saw the whole thing. Call me.
Thanks for tuning in. Here's Juliet with entertainment.
Thanks, Pat. If you haven't already heard, Justin Timberlake is a dad. News sites reported last week that Timberlake and his wife, Jessica Biel, welcomed their little bundle of joy, Silas Randall Timberlake. Just yesterday, the couple gave a glimpse of the little cutie with an Instagram post by Timberlake. The picture showed Biel holding the baby, who was sporting a Memphis Grizzlies jersey. Timberlake is a minor owner to the team. Here is Vinny Schultz with this week's Colonel Critic.
I'm Vincent Schultz, the Colonel Critic, bringing you a weekly top 5 in all things film. This week's topic is the 5 best movie intros. At number 5, we have Power Rangers the movie. I know what you're thinking. I know. Power Rangers, really? Well, let me drop a little knowledge on you. Beyond the fact that these are basically super ninjas, we now find out that in their free time they like to skydive and rollerblade through the city, all while wearing coordinated color outfits. Sign me up now. At number 4, we have Do the Right Thing. Actress Rosie Perez actually had to dance for about 8 hours to get the scene right, and it's perfect with Public Enemy's Fight the Power playing.
There's freedom or death. We got to fight the powers that be.
At number 3, we have WALL-E. This intro actually starts with the universe and slowly pans into a desolate and dead planet Earth. What's most interesting, though, is how this is somehow less depressing than the intro for Up. At number 2, we have Gravity. Beyond the fact that this is all presented as one continuous shot, what's really great about this intro is that it sets up the entire rest of the film. Wait a second, is there something in the background?
I lost visual, Dr. Stone.
And at number 1 in the best movie intro that ever existed goes to The Lion King. I mean, we have the circle of life. We see how everything fits together. They even cover insects in this intro. Everything has a purpose. Wait, but there's no humans. Don't worry, we can fix that.
Through faith and love, till we find.
And there you have it. That's the top 5 movie intros of all time. I love The Lion King. Tune in next week for another film top 5. I'm Vincent Schultz, the Colonel Critic.
Celebrity couple Big Sean and Ariana Grande have called it quits. The pair was first linked as a couple in August of last year, and they confirmed the news of their split yesterday morning. It is rumored that the two broke up just because of conflicting schedules, but the breakup comes on the heels of the scandalous video of Justin Bieber wrapping his arms around Grande on stage during her concert a few weeks ago. Grande was also featured in a lip-sync video with Bieber to Carly Rae Jepsen's new song. So who knows, maybe they are just friends, or maybe this is the beginning of a budding romance. After this short break, Ashley Padula will give the latest on the country music scoop.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Good evening, viewers. How about those ACM Awards on Sunday night? For those who may have missed them, it was the Academy's 50th awards ceremony held in Arlington, Texas. Entertainer of the Year was awarded to Luke Bryan. Female Vocalist of the Year was awarded to Miranda Lambert, while Jason Aldean received Male Vocalist of the Year. For the full list of winners, you can visit www.cmt.com. Taylor Swift's mom stole the show at the ACM Awards, according to CMT.com. Her mother, Andrea, presented Swift with her award for the ACM Milestone category. Andrea told the audience about Swift growing up and where she would find her inspiration to write her songs. She also told the audience, "I know you love her, as I love her, and for that I thank you eternally." That's the latest here for the Country Scoop. As always, thank you for listening, and back to the desk.
Thank you for joining us today on behalf of all of the TVM cast and crew. Have a good week, and we will see you all next time.